Am I the asshole? For not letting my sister and her kids live in my house. I, 25F, am an electrician. I started my apprenticeship at 17 and was hired immediately by my sponsor after I received my license. The reason I chose a trade was that I grew up in a trailer with my mom and sister, and I have wanted to own a house since I can remember, and being in the trades gave me access to a stable job and access to more money sooner. My partner, 29F Thea, is a plumber, and we have scrounged and saved. In the end, we bought land and built a tiny house in the uptown area of our city. It has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. One of the bedrooms is our reptile room, as I keep snakes and Thea keeps bearded dragons. We are child-free and happy in our home. My sister Lucy, 34, is a waitress and has 3 kids, M4, M3, M2. Her husband just left her for a woman my age, and she is left without his income to raise all 3 kids on her own. Her husband bought out her half of the house during the divorce, and that left her and the kids living with my mom in the trailer. I can admit I didn't grow up in the safest of areas and was carrying a knife when I was a teenager because of the danger. Because of the safety issue, Lucy came to Thea and I and begged us to let her and her sons move in. She said we would have to get rid of our reptiles or keep them in our room. Her sons could have the other bedroom, and she would sleep in our kitchen on an air mattress. She said nothing about paying us rent or helping around the house. I told her no, because 2 toddlers and a little kid who is about to start kindergarten aren't suitable to be in our home, and we don't want too many people in our house. She said that we live in a better part of town with better schools and that she needed the help. I told her we didn't have the room and that I was sorry, but I could hook her up with some journeyman I know, and she could get started on an apprenticeship that pays better than her current job if she needed extra money. She called my job and Thea's job dirty blue-collar trash and left our home. She posted about how we wouldn't let her stay online, and now my relatives are messaging me about how could I let a single mother and 3 kids be homeless? How they're your blood, and you owe your sister better than that. I feel like a complete asshole, even though Thea told me I have every right not to want them in our house. Am I the asshole? After dinner with Mike's Bill, Thea and I went to dinner with Mike's Bill tonight. He brought his laptop and showed us all of the documentation. 1. Lucy used her proceeds from the house to pay for her attorney, even though Mike's Bill offered to pay time-stamped emails to prove it. 2. The woman living with him is his niece, not his aunt, as Lucy claimed. She came to the meeting. They have pictures and phone records showing that she is Mike's Bill's older sister's daughter. 3. Lucy cheated. All 3 boys aren't his, and DNA tests show that they all have different dads. So Lucy has been having multiple affairs. 4. The $300 he is sending each month is a goodwill payment for allowing him to be a dad for a few years. 5. Lucy isn't waitressing. She's working for Amway and another company called Sensi in direct sales. 6. Lucy won't do an apprenticeship because it doesn't fall under traditional gender roles posts on a second social media account. 7. Lucy has made homophobic posts on social media about me and my wife and blocked us so we didn't see them. In the end, IDK what to think. If your sister's ex bought her out of their house, what did she do with that money? She should have gotten an apartment. Well, message every single one saying you should have let her stay, that you will let her know their place is available. 2 bedrooms is way too small for all those people. She is 34, she needs to figure things out. She needs to get a job. I am sure she is getting child support too. What did she do with the money that she got from the buyout? I'm assuming she has shared custody and doesn't have the kids all the time. She could be working 2 jobs then. She could have a part-time job when the kids are gone as well as a full-time job. If you let her in, she will never leave. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You should be so proud of the great life and the great job you have with Thea. and your pet's seriously good for you. And I'm not saying this at all in a condescending way. I am genuinely cheering you on. It wasn't an move of her to ask, but it sure was of her to insult your very respectable careers and ask you to get rid of your lovely pets. Very rude. She could have a respectable trade making a good deal of money, but she threw that in your face and insulted you. Not the asshole also. If her husband bought her out, why isn't she having a tiny house bill? I need you to get rid of your pets so my kids and I can mooch off of you is basically what your sister said to you. You made a great life for yourself. You should be so proud. It's a shame your sister is in this situation, but she has no right to make demands on you. Not the asshole. If someone called my profession, that paid for the lifestyle I'm living now, a dirty blue-collar trash job, they can be homeless for all I care. Family or not. Not the asshole. Funny how your dirty blue-collar trash jobs have allowed you to get your own home in a nice area. But I digress. But aside from that, your home is way too small for them, even if you were inclined to want them. However, it seems your relatives have strong views about looking after blood, so problem solve. You can offer to pass on their numbers. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You don't have room, and you can't just conjure up space out of nowhere. And even if you did have room, what's she done with her half of the house equity? That should be quite enough for a deposit to get her and the kids a semi-decent, if small place of their own. Also, it's mind-blowingly hypocritical of her to call your and Thea's skilled trades dirty blue-collar trash when she's working as a waitress. Because that's quality white-collar work, right? Not the asshole. While she's not in awe for asking, she is in awe for blasting you online. I'd probably just block any family that hassles you over this. You made your decisions in life, and she chose to have 3 kids while working as a waitress. It's not your fault she's playing the game of life on hard mode. How could I let a single mother and 3 kids be homeless? Sounds like they are volunteering to take her in. She should reach out to them. Not the asshole. I don't know how large your home is in terms of area, but 6 people and 1 bathroom. No way. It was your sister's responsibility to secure safe housing for her kids, and herself, her failure to do so, is her problem, not yours. Oh, and for the record, being an electrician or plumber isn't blue-collar trash. Both trades can make serious bank, which is why you and your partner are able to own your own land and home.